So here are some things you could do with your melodies to have them go from this to this right here. Number one is to break out your chords or arpeggiate them. So instead of having your chords play like this, you can actually move certain notes in the chord to create more rhythm for your melody. Oh, and pro tip, to create more unique chord progressions, try only breaking out some of the chords. That way you can give way more contrast to your melody and it can be less repetitive. Number two is to use chord inversions. Now, chord inversions is basically a really fancy way of saying to move the order of the notes. So instead of having your chord progression look like this, we can actually move some of them up an octave or down an octave, and it can sound like this. Now, chord inversions can be very useful when it comes to spicing up your melody. And personally, I can't tell you how many times I've made really cool, unique chord progressions just by moving notes around. And number three is to freestyle your top melodies. Now, wait. I know that sounds kind of crazy and it sounds like a bad tip, because if freestyling top melodies was easy, you wouldn't be watching this video. But I actually got a solid strategy for this, even if you don't know how to play the piano. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna temporarily move the key of the loop to A minor, A sharp minor, or D sharp minor. Now here's why. The A minor scale actually only has the white keys in it. So if you move your loop into a scale that only has white keys, you see what I'm getting at here, brother? So if you do have a loop that is made with only white keys, you can just press white keys on top and probably come up with something really cool. Now, I also like doing this with A sharp minor and D sharp minor because those scales are mostly comprised of all the black keys that are on the scale. And it's also nice to switch it up from only playing the white keys to only playing the black keys. And personally, I kind of like pressing the black keys a little bit more because it's easier to mess with them because they're raised from the piano. And also remember, you don't have to play the melodies perfectly. You can just play whatever you can and then draw stuff in later on, or move it around and kind of edit it and stuff like that. I legitimately cannot tell you how many times I ended up making a really cool synth lead or counter melody just because I was pressing random keys. And also, pro tip, this is basically how I make all of my synth lead melodies because I don't know how to play the piano, but I do know how to press all the black keys. You feel me? So let's try adding a counter melody to this loop right here. First, we can find one that's really simple, and then afterwards we can make one that's a little bit more complicated. And don't forget to utilize effects. So trying to come up with really complex melodies can be very difficult if you're trying to just start immediately. So making complex melodies and counter melodies can be really difficult if you're trying to do it from scratch. So what I like to do is make a very simple melody and then use effects and also manipulate it so it could sound more complex. And I'm not gonna lie, some of my favorite plugins to do that with is Portal and Effect Rack, because a lot of the presets that are on there can change the loop or sound that you put into it drastically. Hey, real quick, we're gonna take a break from the video. I'm just gonna tell you about something real quick. So recently I dropped the Gatekeep Sounds Volume 1 kit, and it's the kit I have easily put the most effort into. I literally ignored all of my duties and tasks for the whole entire month just to work on this kit because I knew it was gonna be special. And let me tell you how special it is. So this one kit comes with 50 analog lab presets, 50 Omnisphere presets, 50 one-shots, 25 Effect Rack presets, 25 Portal presets, 15 RC20 presets, 5 FL Studio mixer presets, 5 textures, and then to top it all off, 100 midis. And those midis are full melodies, bass lines, synth leads, and chord progressions. Now my goal with this kit was to make the ultimate sample makers bundle, a kit where you can just go to one folder and have every single thing that you would need to make samples. And as a person who literally makes loops every single week for a weekly loop list, I'm telling you right now, this is going to be a lifesaver. And the best part about the kit is that it's royalty free. You don't have to worry about any sample clearances for anything that you use within this kit. So if you do want to support me and this channel, getting this kit would be a great way of doing it. Now, as a thank you for watching this video and also watching this ad read, I want to give you 25% off anything that's on Gatekeep Sounds with this code right here. I'll also have that as the first link in the description. So let's get back to the video. Actually, you know what? Speaking of Portal and Effect Rack, we can actually just open up Portal right now and go to the Gatekeep Sounds expansion pack. And then my last tip for this video is to manipulate the sample after you're done making it. I know I've already said this a few times throughout the video, but I legitimately cannot tell you how many times I was ready to give up on a loop, throw it away, throw it in the trash. But then I was like, you know what? Let's just reverse it real quick. Let's just see what happens when I do that. Sometimes doing things that are as simple as pitching something down, pitching it up, speeding it up, slowing it down, or even reversing it can greatly change the melody and make it way more hard than what it originally was. So for instance, let's listen to this loop right here. Now when you hear it, it's like, it is cool, but it's like, it's not crazy though, you feel me? But if we reverse it, change the speed, and change the pitch, it's kind of hard. So with that being said, that's going to conclude the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to drop a like on the video, drop a like. If you want to throw a comment, throw a comment. If you want to sub, hit the sub, you feel me? And yeah, go check out gatekeepsounds.com. This Gatekeep Sounds kit is going crazy. I'm telling you right now.